Assalamualaikum and good afternoon for Sir Nazri. So, welcome to our presentation about the concept of log out at Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB. So, before we start, I'd like to introduce our team members. First, my name is Ahmad ZAKWAN bin Muhammad Nasir Ali. My metric number 01 DKB22F 2010. SHAQ Daniel bin Muhammad ROSLAN 01 DKB22F 2015. ZAIRUL AZAMI bin ZAMRI 01 DKB22F 2012. And SARANYAN anak lelaki CHANDRASEKAR 01 DKB22F 2018. So, I will explain about introduction to TNB. Tenaga Nasional Berhad is Malaysia's largest electric provider responsible of generating, transmitting and distributing power across the country. Founded in 1959 and headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, TNB is mainly government-owned and provided essential service to a million of the resident and industry customers, which over 34 billion employers. TNB relies on stable labor relations to maintain smooth operations, as any disruption could impact homes, business and public facilities. Strong employee relations are crucial for TNB, as a labor unions play active role in ensuring fair wages, benefit and working conditions. Any lockout or labor dispute at TNB could cause widespread power interruption affecting critical service like hospital and school. To prevent this, TNB emphasized pro- proactive conflict resolution and fair treatment of employers, helping to maintain stable power supply and support Malaysia's economy and quality of life. So, next is about definition. The lockout occurs when an employee stops employers from working, usually due to serious disputes like disagreement over wages or working condition. For TMB, a lockout may happen in the major issue that can be solved through talks and negotiation. In Malaysia, lockout are regulated by the Industrial Relation Acta 1967, which set rules on when and how they can happen. A lockout is usually a last resort after other attempts to resolve the issue have failed. For TNB, lockout can disrupt electric supply, affecting homes and business. They can also cause financial for employees and harm the TNB reputation. While lockouts are a legal option, TNB usually tries to resolve disputes through negotiation before taking such a drastic step. That's all for me. I will pass the next slide for my member groups.
Hello, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So my name is Syadini Abim ROSLAN. My metric number is 01 DKB22F2015. So I would like to present about potential reason for a lockout at TNB. So firstly, we have wage disputes. So wage dispute is one of the primary reason for a labor dispute at the TNB. Could be dissatisfaction with wage adjustment or disagreement over the pay scale. Employee may feel that their salary are not competitive or do not align with their industry standard. So sometimes employee feels like what they do don't valuable with what they risk for their life. So they work with the dangerous things and they just get a tiny salaries. That make they feel like unsatisfaction about themselves. So next, we have a workplace condition. So ensuring a place that a safe and healthy working environment is essentially is a high risk industry like electricity generation and distribution. Worker may raise concern if they feel their safety is compromised or they are exposed to hazard condition. So TNB always risk themselves to be worker. They have to work with the electricity that can risk their own life. So sometimes they want to have a safe place and they don't want to die so young, or they want to work with a non-stress feeling. So next, we have employee benefit. Benefit like healthcare, pension, and other welfare program are crucial for employee. Dispute may arise if employee feels their benefit are insufficient or if they are reduction in previous agreement upon benefit. Next, we have collective bargain disagreement. As a union's company, TNB employee may be part of collective bargaining agreement. Dispute can occur if there are issues in reaching agreement or if management doesn't recognize union effort. Lastly, we have a management decision. Management decision is large-scale management decisions such as restructuring, outsourcing, and layoff may lead to dissatisfaction among employees. Lockout can sometimes follow if management decisions are viewed as harmful to their job security. So next, we move on to legal framework surrounding lockout in Malaysia. So here I provide three legal frameworks surrounding here. So firstly, we have a Industry Relationship Act 1967 governs the process of lockout in Malaysia. Second, we have a lockout must be notified to employee and approved by the Minister of the Human Resources. And three, no lockout can occur during the conciliation effort by the Industry Relation Department.
So my name is ZAIRUL AZAMI bin ZAMRI. My metric number is 01DKB22F 2012. So for procedure in solving industry dispute. Firstly is internal grievance procedure. TNB can use an internal grievance process to allow employees to raise concern directly with HR or supervisor, creating a clear channel for feedback before issue escalate. Number two is union negotiation. As TNB is a unionized workplace, management and union representative can negotiate to resolve dispute in a structured setting. This collaborative approach aims to create mutually agreeable solution. So for number three is mediation by the Industrial Relation Department (IRD). If internal procedure and union negotiation are insufficient, the IRD can step in to mediate. This external naturally body works to help both sides reach an amicable solution. So, lastly is conciliation. His formal process allow a natural third party to help the employer and employees resolve the dispute. Union mediation conciliation is often more structured and involve formal negotiation practice. So next is how lookout affect employees and the company. Firstly, effect on employees. So we have 3 points here. Number one is loss of income. During a lockout, employees may face significant income loss due to work stoppage impacting their financial stability. Point number two is job insecurity. Employees might feel uncertain about their job future, especially if disputes are not resolved. Point number three is decreased morale. The stress of lookout can lower morale, potentially leading to resentment and reduced productivity when work resumes. So for effect on TNB, also have 3 points. Point number one is reputational damage. Lookout can harm TNB reputation as an employer and service provider, affecting public trust. Point number two is disruption of service. As TNB supplies essentially electric service, a lookout can disrupt service delivery, impact customer and stakeholder. So last point is potential legal consequences. If a lookout violates any industrial law or guideline, TNB could face legal challenge. So next is method for resolving a lookout. We have 3 methods. Method number one is negotiation. For the description, direct discussion between TNB management and employees to reach a mutually acceptable solution. For approach, engage in open dialogue, prioritize compromise, and aim to rebuild trust between both sides. So method number two is mediation. For description, An impartial third-party mediator assists both sides in finding common ground without making binding decisions. For approach, the mediator facilitates discussion, encourages both sides to listen actively, and suggests compromise. So, for last method is arbitration. For description, a formal process where arbitration reviews the case and makes a binding decision to resolve the dispute. For approach, both parties agree to accept arbiter ruling, providing a definitive end to the dispute and ensuring legal compliance.
Hi, my name is CHANDRASEKAR. My metric number is 01 DKB 2022F 2018. Today I will talk about the case study about TNB's approach to resolving an industrial dispute. So firstly, background of the dispute. The cause is assume a scenario where employees at TNB requested a wage increase and improvements in benefits, but management was initially unable to meet these demands due to budget constraints. And then initial response. TNB began by holding internal discussions with employee representatives to understand their concerns. And then secondly, the steps they taken at early negotiation is TNB's management team met with union leaders and tried to offer partial benefits such as phase wage increase to address employee concern while managing costs. And then union mediation. When the initial offer was insufficient, the union requested external mediation, bringing in a mediator to help both sides reach a fair agreement. And then arbitration as a last resort. If mediation had not worked, TNB and the union might have agreed to arbitration to bring the dispute to a final resolution. And finally, the outcome. Mutual agreement with mediation, TNB and the union settled on a fair compromise that included a gradual wage increase and benefit packages. So the benefits are employees felt their concerns were heard, TNB maintained its reputations, and the company avoided a lockout. That's it. Thank you. Conclusions. In conclusion, TNB can take significant steps to avoid the distributive effect of a lockout by focusing on proactive and structured approaches to conflict resolutions. Effective prevention measures such as having a clear grievance process, open communications channels, and regular dialogue with employee representatives allow TNB to address issues early. Using negotiation, mediation, and arbitration as a resolution methods given TNB the flexibility to find solutions that are fair and sustainable for both employees and the company. By prioritizing these approaches, TNB not only maintains stable operations and safeguard its reputation, but also foster a work environment where employees feel heard and valued. Ultimately, this commitment to fair conflict resolution supports TNB's long-term success and reinforces trust among its workforce, customers, and the community. Thank you.